So let's start with better rivals than Sasuke. So we got another stronger than, and in this edition, we're going to do better rivals than Sasuke. Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto, probably one of the most iconic rivals next to Vegeta, I would say, that we know in the anime community. But is he really the best rival we've seen? I think not. We'll see what everybody else thinks. So who wants to kick it off? Who
Um,
has their better
I
rival than Sasuke?
I
Yep.
definitely feel the need to start this off because I feel like it's disrespectful to even mention Sasuke without putting respect on like the OGs. I'm gonna say Hiei. You know what I'm saying? Killua. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yep.
a little disrespectful to put Sasuke above them, and when Sasuke is just a copy of them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
a fact.
Hiei for sure. Every aspect of Sasuke personality, if you like it, that nigga basically just acting like Hiei. He act like Hiei with Killua powers. Like that's it.
That's true.
So I'm like,
That's
I definitely gotta say Hiei. You know what I'm saying? And like, and this is why I respect on Hiei. Cause you don't get this from Sasuke. Sasuke talked down to everybody. Killer B mopped this nigga. He talked down to him. Hiei got clapped by Yusuke, and Yusuke the only nigga that he talked to like a reasonable human being. Everybody else was like, nigga, shut up before I kill you, stupid ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least it makes some sense. That nigga Sasuke get clapped still talking shit. Like how you get served by the Kage, served by B, served by Itachi, and you still big talk. Like nigga, chill out,
a
bro.
lot of shit.
You've been getting knocked the fuck out recently.
hmm Kid with OP powers, bro. That's just how it is.
So you know, that's all I got to say on it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm. Oh, go ahead, Jug, if you have one.
Oh, I know someone's gonna take it. So since I'm the next one, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about the good old show. Clover over here.
Oh yeah.
That's the fact.
But in all realness, the reason why I like and just like a nice concept to Black Clover in general is that the rivalry between Asta and is all healthy. Like everything about it, like actually positively promotes the plot and the growth with both characters. They both want the same goal, but there's still a very strong and mutual respect and love between them. I only say love because they're actually family, but I mean, just in general, it's just what's a good word? It's refreshing. Minus the other rivalries that are in there, just are kind of a tsundere kind of relationship, right? But these two are like all up front. Like there's nothing really hidden. There's no like, oh my God, I secretly love you, but I'm actually acting like I hate you. It's just like, nah, bro. It's like, bro, you looking weak right now. What you doing? Let's go, let's go. Like that's the kind of like attitude. Like it's tough, but it's still real. So as far as like actual rivalries go, as far as like Asta and is probably my favorite over the time. As far as like my experience with anime,
I
just because of
respect it.
how like legit and upfront it
Mhm.
is, and how it's actually profitable to both characters.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Fact. Co-signing the Um, I will. I was debating between who I wanted to really talk about, between Matt or Sashomaru, but I'm going to go with Matt because when I posted this on Monday, I heard some disrespect coming Matt's way, and
Oof.
I felt like I gotta address it. So Matt from Digimon is my better rival than Sasuke. Why I say this is I think, for more or less from what I remember from Digimon, his relationship with Ty was healthy in the beginning. But what I really loved about Matt was when he left. Like when Matt decided, fuck the Digi Destiny, I'm doing this shit on my own. I felt like he really did it on his own. And I think that's where Sasuke was in the beginning, where like he left. When we first met him, it looked like he really got the power up and he was going to take it to the next level. But post that was just a bunch of L's getting handed his way. When Matt showed up on the scene, when he was like, "Yeah, I'm a solo Digi Destiny," he was saving the Digi Destins asses half the time. Like there was a whole group of niggas doing a bunch of shit. Matt would come through with Garurumon or the evolved form of that, murking whatever the fuck they had to fight. And I just thought that shit was dope. I was excited to see him enjoy the group. As far as like the emotional roller coaster of their rivalry, I felt like I was way more invested in Matt and Ty's than I think like Naruto's and Sasuke's, even though they were both like pivotal parts of the story. I do think that I enjoyed Matt's whole thing on its own. Plus the fact that like Gaomon was like this nice motherfucker, but basically he was like, at the end of the day, my nigga Matt said we going, so we going. Like I felt like that was hard. Like I felt like if Sasuke had some niggas like that was like also left the village with him because they were just like, yeah, Sasuke said we going. Maybe I would have liked a little bit more, but Galmon was one of the nicest Digimon. He turned that motherfucker into a 6 Power Ranger, bro. I just felt like if you really gonna do it, I felt like Matt did it. He was really like, fuck y'all, period.
Yeah. I gotta just piggyback on that and say like I watched Digimon as an adult. I don't want to say like recently because technically it was like like 4 or 5 years ago, but it was as an adult. And I just gotta say that Matt is just a better person than Ty. There's no reason Ty should be the leader except this nigga yelled the loudest.
Yep.
Throw that out there. Ty,
No,
this
that's
show
facts.
should be about Matt.
That's facts. I'm telling you, all we really needed was Matt and what was the dude with Ajimon? What's his brother's name? Was it TK? Yeah. Matt and TK, they could have beat a lot of niggas, bro. Once he figured out the Ajimon shit.
Oh yeah, that's over with.
But yeah, that's mine. Deuce, you got yours?
Yeah, I got one. Well, I mean, so the two I got, I guess, I took Yari from Pokemon, and then Kaiba from Yugioh.
Oh, true.
And just in general, like a lot of rivals, I think are better than Naruto, like than Sasuke, because it wasn't even really a rivalry to me. It was just Naruto chasing after him on some like weird shit. You know what I mean? Like the reason they didn't even have the same goal. The reason they like fought is because Naruto was trying to save him or some shit like that. It was just all weird. But Kaiba for sure. I mean, even like the growth of his character throughout the entire like show, I think that by far like trumps anything Sasuke has done.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. That's actually a pretty.
There's definitely some good keep the same energy type of rivals. Like Gary and Kaiba was on that period. Don't matter where we was at, it's still fuck you, nigga.
Okay, I just gotta put a little bit of disrespect on this nigga Kaiba. I gotta throw a little bit of disrespect on this nigga Kaiba.
Oh wow.
I feel like remember I voted Kaiba as like one of the best brothers out there. I think he is a wonderful brother, but I gotta put some disrespect on this nigga name as a rival because like he's this nigga is no rival to my nigga Yugi. Like that's like calling Krillin Goku rival. Like come on, he ain't even come close to be. This nigga had to attempt suicide to stop this nigga, bro. Like come on.
No, you're
bro.
right. It was one sided. It was one sided for sure.
I can't even put that nigga even close. Like my nigga invented the battle city just so Yugi could clap that man's. Like sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga a supporting character.
Bro,
I can't respect him. Nigga Joey got more respect as a rival than that nigga Kaiba.
Ooh, bold statements.
Big bold.
Whoa.
That's
okay.
Cool. I mean like I hear you, but that I think you're going too far with the Goku and Krillin comparison. Like really, bro? Like, we talking about a human versus like the definition of a warrior alien race.
I mean, it's the same thing as Goku and Vegeta, really. Because, like, for example, Goku Vegeta had to get Majin Buu's help to fight Goku. He had to do all the extra shit to even come
when they first met.
Come close to Goku.
But when they first met Vegeta, they had to jump Vegeta.
He's Vegeta. He said he's
Vegeta bodied him.
Because when they first met, Vegeta had to get jumped. He really packed that nigga Goku out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, he did. He bodied them niggas.
But Goku the main character. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how that's going to be.
No, he didn't, though.
What? Yeah, he beat the shit out that nigga.
Goku won? Goku, yeah. I mean, Vegeta technically won that fight.
No, yeah, like
if it wasn't for the tail getting cut off, it was over with.
He still technically had it.
So here's my thing. He had to use Spirit Bomb which is energy from other niggas. He had to go Kaioken times 20, which meant that nigga Vegeta was 20 times stronger than that nigga, or less than 20, but he had to go Kaioken times 20 just to like blow that nigga back, and it didn't kill Vegeta. Vegeta came back. It was like, nigga, close, but it's over with. Like, they really had to jump that nigga. Like, and that's why I say he got that day to shine. Kaiba ain't never got that day to shine. His closest was like, nigga, jump if you beat me, Yugi. And Yugi's like, all right, bro, you tripping. It's whatever.
But to me, he did have the hardest cards, though. That's why I fucked with Kaiba. Like, Obelisk the Tormentor, y'all can't play around with how cold that shit looked when he summoned that bitch. Obelisk the Tormentor.
Hey, let me be real. Yugi jumped everybody. It was two of them niggas.
That's true. That is true. Low-key. That nigga was like, tag out, bro. This shit hard. The only time, but he did the first time he fought Kaiba, maybe that wasn't a jump because he had Exodia in his back pocket. So that was just straight up slapping that nigga raw. But after that, yeah, I could totally agree with that nigga getting jumped.
Damn. Yugi always jumping kids. That's great.
Facts. Do we have any honorable mentions for rivals? I do want to just call out the ones that we didn't specifically highlight, but like Shishomaru, Vegeta, of course, we just talked about, and L, where some other ones we brought up. I think all those are some notable rivals that maybe there's a debate, but I do think are probably overall better than Sasuke in terms of rivalry.
Bakugo was better.
Who?
Really? Than Sasuke?
Yeah, I think so. I think Bakugo.
Recently?
Wow. For sure. Like once he learned of like all for one or is a one for all. Whatever. Once he learned that the Deku got like all Might's powers and all that, I think it's been much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before that, no. Like early on, it was just terrible.
Oh. All right. Any other ones? Because now you bringing up My Hero already gave me one that I want to highlight in trash.
Ooh. They know who it is.
Yeah, we already know.